Hello everyone and welcome to the apparently live stream that didn't capture properly. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Tonight we are gonna be, oh there we go. Tonight we're gonna be hanging out for a couple of hours and we're gonna be celebrating New Year's, but I also am going to be just kind of hanging out. Obviously, I'm gonna be playing a game that I've wanted to stream, but I've never gotten around to, while talking about some of the best and worst of the year. So, usually on New Year's, I do kind of like a variety retro stream. Usually we do a bunch of different games, but this year I wanted to do something a little bit differently. And I decided that I was going to kind of play one game. And this year, I am going to be playing Katamari Damacy, which is a very, very popular game. Came out on the PlayStation 2, and I've wanted to stream it for a while, but a couple of years ago, they did come out with a like remaster of it for things like the Switch and Xbox and stuff. And I thought that this was kind of a perfect game to do on New Year's, just because it's not too difficult. It's just a very fun game. It's like a very lighthearted game. The story, it's not like a super deep story. It's really wacky and weird. So I thought that it was just kind of a perfect game. And I have a bunch of different things that I want to talk about. Some of the... Listen, there's some positivity, but I want to talk about my favorite movies of the year, my favorite games of the year, and also the worst games of the year, the worst movies of the year, and kind of just my largest disappointments. I was trying to figure out stuff, because I was trying to make like a list to see what I wanted to include or not. And I'm surprised, but there's not actually that many, like, compared to positives, there's not as many negatives as you'd think. I have, obviously, a lot of games that, like, I was really disappointed by, things that were either censored or just ended up being complete disappointments. Cough, cough. Outriders, cough, cough. But a lot of good things, lots of movies that I really liked, lots of games that I really liked that, maybe I've streamed on the channel, maybe I haven't streamed on the channel, and, films that I've watched throughout the year. So yeah, that's gonna kind of be the plan for New Year's. I will, of course, be streaming until, midnight Eastern. I know that everyone is located in very different places, but I am gonna be going until, 12 EST, just because that's the time zone I'm in. Katamari is easily one of the most Japanese things ever made. I actually kind of agree with that. I actually kind of do. Which is another reason why I've wanted to play it. Well, I've played it, but I've never streamed it, and I thought that it was just kind of like an easy game to stream. So yeah, hi guys, hope your evening is going well, and I'm not going to start Katamari yet. I figured we could just chat for a few at the beginning, and then I'm going to play it again. It's not like there's like this really deep, super complicated story. It's a very wacky game. But yeah, I am going to be chatting through it. How is your night, Verum? Night is going pretty well. Just here to hang out and play some retro games. And, chat. Yeah, I know that there was a troll in here before I started. Trolls will be trolls, not very surprising. That's how it goes. Since I didn't play it until this year, Ghost of Tsushima is my favorite game of the year. I mean, hey, I will count it this year for me because the director's cut came out this year. So, even though the base edition didn't come out, the director's cut did come out and it added content and stuff. And that was definitely one of my top best games of the year. For sure, by far. Worst food, perhaps? See, the thing is like, that's like just my life in general. Like, what foods do I not like? I don't think I had anything this year that I specifically didn't like that I tried this year. I knew Outriders would get a quick mention. Well, it's a little bit more than a quick mention. I picked 3 of my top worst games of the year, And Outriders is one of those top 3. Obviously, I'm sure that there are going to be things that, like, I'll miss or I'll forget that I'm sure you guys will remind me of. Thank you for the $10 donation.
Carrot juice flavored Mountain Dew.
Oh, no. What was it last time? Beef jerky flavored? Now it's carrot juice flavored? Oh, no. Thank you for the $10 donation. Not drinking Mountain Dew tonight. I know. Color me surprised. What time is Vera located? I am on the East Coast. So right now it is, yes, it is EST my time right now. As Oron said, it is 9:15 p.m. Worst actor and actress of the year? I feel like there are many ways that I could take this, but I feel like there's no one that stood out that hasn't stood out in previous years. I feel like my biggest disappointments of the year was maybe Florence Pugh. I know that she was in Black Widow and then Hawkeye, but like she's not it. But see, that's more of like just my general opinion. I think that she's a shit actress. Starting with the hot takes already. Seth Rogen. Santa Inc. Biggest disappointment. See, the problem with Santa Inc. is that you can't be disappointed if you had no excitement in the first place. So, like, if I didn't give a fuck about it, why would I give a fuck if it was bad? You know? That's just the way that it kind of goes. Balan Wonderworld. So, I have heard that Balan Wonderworld is everyone's, like, #1 worst game of the year. I didn't play it. Again, if I don't give a fuck about it, I can't put it on a list. It's not that I guess it's not that I didn't give a fuck about it. It's just I never got around to trying it. So, like, I have nothing to judge besides the gameplay that I've seen, the reviews that I've read, which aren't firsthand, because it's not like I had tried the game myself yet. But it seems like a nightmare. It seems very, very disappointing. Yeah. But I have heard that Balan Wonderworld is like a lot of people's like worst game of the year. For me, I have 3 games that were kind of my not just worst games of the year, but like the biggest disappointments. But I do kind of have them all crammed together because I have like the top 3 just the fucking worst, which I'm sure that you guys could guess them all, because they're all games that I've streamed. But there were a lot of disappointments for me this year, in terms of games that were just like, I wanted them to be really good. Unfortunately, they just didn't turn out to be. But surprisingly, because I have like a little list, I have more positive movies and also games than I do negatives for both. And there are some in here that I have on this list that are like, I thought that they were good to a certain point, or I think that they deserve, like, honorable mentions, because they're not, like, completely garbage. But at the same time, they either ended up being not very good, or they were ultimately disappointments. You're not watching Space Jam 2 or Home Alone 2021. Listen, that Home Alone 2021 and Space Jam 2, neither of those were for me. Neither of those. I knew Home Alone, the new one, what is it called? Home Alone something fucking random. I knew that was gonna be garbage. And Space Jam 2, it's not something that I had, like, super interest in. Amber Heard had to say it during the stream, of course. Well, she's obviously, like a worst actress of the year for sure, but like, she would have to be a good actress to become a bad actress. She never really got good. So there's like no point on dunking on her and saying that she's the worst actress, because you had to be decent in the first place. Like Scarlett Johansson, she's someone I could dunk on, because she's had some really good roles in movies, and she's also been in bad shit anyway, you know? So, like, she's someone I could dunk on. Balin is bad. Yeah, I hadn't gotten around to, like, trying it at all. Just because for games like that end up kind of starting as nightmares, I try to wait to see if they're gonna be, like, patched or fixed, or if they're gonna add things to games before I play them. Like Sonic Colors. Do you guys remember Sonic Colors Ultimate that came out on the Switch? Like that. I didn't play that at first because it was getting terrible reviews, because it had lots of bugs and glitches, and there were things missing from the game. They've patched it and fixed some of it over time. Unfortunately, it just never got to a perfect point, but I've still tried it, given it a chance. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, it's just, it kind of is what it is. Sometimes things turn out to be absolute disasters, and sometimes they turn out to be really good. Metroid Dread is phenomenal. Definitely a top game for me. Definitely something I have in the top list. Katamari today. Yes, we're going to be playing some Katamari Damacy. But I'm just kind of chatting at first, because why not, right? Like, we might as well chat first. I mean, I can play the game and talk at the same time, but, like, it's fine. Mass Effect Censored Edition, also one of the probably, not the top disappointment, but one of the largest disappointments of the year for me, because who doesn't want, like, a Mass Effect trilogy all in one place, remastered, and things being fixed and changed for the positive, and then unfortunately they end up censoring it, so it turns out to be dog shit anyway, like we probably should have expected. Yeah. It would need completely redone gameplay mechanics. Yeah, again, I haven't played it, but I've heard that just overall, there was nothing like only one thing about it that was really, really bad, like graphics, or just the gameplay, or just, you know, I've heard that it's kind of the whole package, and unfortunately it didn't turn out very, very well like people were hoping. Daniela Pineda, honestly, yeah, Daniela Pineda is probably one of the worst actresses of 2021 in my opinion. Yeah, Daniela Pineda would be on that list. I don't have a list of worst actresses of the year or actors of the year, but, like, Daniela Pineda would for sure be up there. She's only been in one thing, but she also helped kill that one thing. So, yeah, she definitely is on that list. Grand Theft Auto bundle, another largest disappointments situation for me. It's so disappointing that all these different trilogies and, like, bundle editions ended up being so bad. Because, like, again, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition is something that I think a lot of people would have supported, would have really liked, and I personally didn't support it because of the censorship, and I felt like I could just go back to previous games and enjoy them that way. Same with the Grand Theft Auto bundle. Even though I haven't really played a Grand Theft Auto game in a while, and it's not, like, a franchise I've ever been like, oh my gosh, every single new game I'll play, I love, I can't wait for the new one to come out. It's definitely something for me that I also, again, would have purchased and tried to experience, but unfortunately it just ended up being quite a fucking disaster. Don't add salt to the wound, Vera. Her show is canceled already. Fuck Daniela Pineda. She deserves salt in the wound. Bree, Amber, Daniela, the Holy Trinity. Oh, brother. The unholy Trinity. Yikes. The thing is that Brie Larson didn't really do anything this year. She was... What was she doing? She made her YouTube channel. That's right. Good for her. What a strong, independent businesswoman, guys. She made her YouTube channel. What did Amber do this year besides be a fucking disgusting human being? Did she do anything good for the world? No, not really. She taught women how to lie. And then Daniela, she ruined well, she wasn't the only thing that ruined Cowboy Bebop, but she was one of the main elements. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, they are kind of the unholy trinity. But, like, content-wise, Brie Larson did absolutely fucking nothing this year, as far as I'm aware. She literally just went on YouTube and did yoga for, like, 4 videos. And sat in front of a camera to try to act hashtag relatable. Besides that, I have no clue if she did anything. Or if Amber did anything. Besides just be a generally disgusting human being. The difference is that Brie and Daniela aren't criminals as far as we know. True. So, in my opinion, Amber would be number 1. Just because... literally a criminal. Literally. But, like... I'd say Daniela's probably number 2. She did show a lot more skin this year. When, though? When, though?
Mr. Waifu Taker donated $5.
I have
Vara,
no clue.
I've been happy to been in your Discord for a while now. I'm proud to be a Titan myself.
Well, thank you for the $5 donation, Mr. Waifu Taker. Much appreciated. And thank you for supporting the channel and being here. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, guys. Daniela Pineda, she just... I don't think that, right, she was the only reason why Cowboy Bebop failed. But I personally do think that she was a giant problem with the way that people viewed the show before it released, and of course when it released, she didn't really do anything to help the show. She just kind of kept damaging it because, again, she was like going on social media before it released, and she was causing fucking drama and all that. So I think that even though she wasn't like the only reason why it failed, she was a big problem. Hey, new subscriber here, saw your KOTOR videos. Well, thank you for subscribing and stopping by, much appreciated. I will be doing another KOTOR stream tomorrow night, you guys. Because I usually don't stream on Fridays, but it's New Year, and I stream on New Year. Dune, yep, Dune is also in my... Dune is something that is in my best list, but it's more of like at the bottom. It's definitely not number 1 or number 2. That's for sure. I'm gonna talk about like my in-depth list once we start playing the game in a couple minutes, but I do have like a couple movies, which I'm sure like a lot of them you guys will get right off the bat, just because I've talked about them in, yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Well, today's Friday. That was my point. But yeah, tomorrow is Saturday. But there's like a couple movies that you guys will get right off the bat, and like games you'll get right off the bat that I've streamed or talked about in videos that I thought were really, really good. But yeah. I'm not gonna talk about the rumors at all, but did you guys hear about the supposedly leaked Flash movie plot lines? Or plot. Apparently the plot for the Flash movie was leaked online. multiverse who? And it basically just, if the rumors are true, it basically undoes, like, all the fucking previous movies. Basically. It literally just makes it so as if, like, the other movies, like, 90% of them just didn't fucking happen. Like, how to, I guess, undo the bad movies and get people to forget about them, literally act like they never existed after you've stopped making money off of them. I guess that's a, I guess that's a strategy, guys. I do agree. Dune had a couple of problems. Dune overall wasn't bad. Dune was a more positive movie for me from the year. I didn't think that Dune was bad, but Dune did have a couple of problems that I wasn't a huge fan of. I've talked about it in videos, but, like, I thought that the pacing was a little bit iffy. I thought that some of the sets looked a little iffy. I thought for the most part, like, the acting was super on point. I didn't think the music was great. Like, Dune, it wasn't perfect, but it had elements to it that I was a really big fan of, and I thought that they did decent on. I wouldn't call it a bad experience, because, like, I think when I had rated it, once I had first seen it, I gave it, like, a 7 out of 10, and I kind of stick by that. It was, like, a 7 or an 8, and, like, I agree with that still. I mean, I've rewatched it since, and again, like, it's good, just only in certain ways. Dune. D-U-N-E, not Doom. I agree. I personally think that they should have released both parts of Dune. I think that it's stupid to have such a movie like Dune where the second part honestly kind of matters. I don't want to say matters. I do kind of want to say matters more than the first part. Just because the first part is like establishing characters and the world building, and yeah, it sets up important events like Leto dying, but, like, at the same time, like, the second part is actually getting into kind of the meat of the story, and I feel like they basically should have been recording it as soon as it was done, because let's not also forget the fact that Dune was delayed, what, 2 or 3 times, and they literally had Dune done, like, half a year before it released. Like, it was like ready to go at that point, but they kept delaying it because they wanted it to go into the box office, into theaters. So literally at that point they should have already been, like, on part 2. I personally think that we should have gotten part 2 next year, kind of like one year after another, and not this, oh, well, you know, we only just greenlit it after the first one releases, so it's literally going to be like 3 more years until we see another film. I think that that's really, really stupid. That was a major problem for me. I don't think that they should have waited. I get that, like, the mentality from Warner Brothers was like, oh, we have to wait and see if, like, it's gonna make us money. Because, like, I think they were expecting a little bit of a fail. I don't think it was I mean, it made money, so I wouldn't consider it a fail at all. Spoilers. Yeah, guys. Sorry, spoilers for a book that's been out for how many years? Sorry, guys. It's a great remake, in my opinion. I disagree. I don't think that it was great. I think that it was good enough. That seems fair to me. I think it was good enough. Not great, not epic, not amazing, not the bee's knees. Like, okay, good enough, decent. I feel like it's still, like I said in my original review of it though, I felt like it was in between the other two movies. Like the David Lynch movie I felt was very epic, large scale. Even if they changed source material around, like the music was epic, the scenes were epic, that stuff was super, super large and in charge. And then the mini series was very, it felt like Broadway Dune, where it was like the acting's very minimal. Like there's action and stuff, but like it's very, everyone's always talking. The music's not as epic. It's kind of like more focused on the characters. I'd say even more so than the David Lynch version, because again, the David Lynch version was like, look at all this epic stuff that's going on, and this epic music. And I felt like this Dune was very, very in the middle of the two. I do agree, though, Theater. Every room in Dune felt minimalistic. It didn't feel like a lived-in universe. It felt very... It honestly felt, and I don't know if you guys are gonna, like, get this reference, but I feel like in 2021, an aesthetic that, like, homeowners go for now, and this is gonna sound really weird, but, like, when you go to, like, furniture stores, right? Everything is, and you look in like magazines, everything is designed very minimalistically. Like everything is like super like white walls, fucking tan decorations, and it's very like bland and basic and to the point. And I honestly felt like Dune was the same way. That is the best way that I can explain it. It felt very 2021. Like, everything is just very, like, basic. There aren't, like, small little, like, Easter eggs and fine details that, like, add to it. And, like, it's just very flat. To the point. Just very minimalistic. Like, 2021. Like, a basic-ass bitch buying a fucking Los Angeles condo for $500,000 that's like 2,000 square feet. And she looked in a magazine and literally just ordered a set that fucking IKEA had and didn't even bother painting walls or getting original art done. Like, it feels very just like basic ass bitch, you know? Like David Lynch's, it had so much character. The music was awesome. The shots were awesome. The character looked awesome. It was very not basic ass bitch walking down the street with a pumpkin latte going to fucking Trader Joe's. I don't know. It's it's just, it's not for me. If it doesn't have bright LEDs, I don't want it. What can I say? I don't know. I might appear to be a basic ass bitch, but like too basic ass bitch for me. We'll get started with some Katamari Damacy in a minute, guys. Not quite yet, but in a minute or two, we'll get started. Again, there's not really like a super deep story to it. So I'm gonna be going through my best and my worst of the year, but I thought we'd chat a bit at the beginning. I felt like it was a fine movie. I think Endgame ruined movies for a lot of people. No one ever seems to like anything that comes out anymore. Hot take, I didn't really like Endgame that much. Like, I thought Endgame was fine, but like Endgame wasn't like a Spider-Man No Way Home for me. Spider-Man No Way Home, it's I don't think after that movie I'm gonna view movies the same. Like, fuck these basic ass bitches in fucking Eternals and like Hawkeye and like these lame like Flash movies. Like, it's Spider-Man No Way Home was like basically peak entertainment. Not going out for the New Year's night. She usually doesn't. She stays home and streams. Yeah, I, every year that I've done streams, I've streamed on New Year's, and, I don't go out for New Year's now. No Way Home came out at the very end of the year and looks like the movie of the year. 100%. Spider-Man, No Way Home was my movie of the year. It was, like, top #1 film. But there was one movie that was actually fairly close, in close seconds. Like, I think for me, Spider-Man was just like a tiny bit better, but the other movie also was very, 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 very close. But alright, you guys, I'm going to pause the background music, and we are going to start playing some Katamari Damacy. And, this is gonna be loud, actually. I think I have to turn this down. Alright, and guys, I'm sorry. Katamari, this game is fun. But this intro music, I do not know why, but it is... This intro music, I'm sorry, it really annoys me. So we're going to try to get through this intro music here fast. How is the volume? I think it's a little loud. What if I turn it down a little bit more? Thank you, Christopher.
Christopher donated $10.
No text-to-speech. Thank you for the $10 donation, though. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. How is the volume? On a scale of 1 to 10. It sounds loud for me still, but you guys are going to have to let me know how it is. Oh, also, I need to check something really, really quickly while I do this. To make sure it's not... Okay, I wanted to make sure it wasn't capturing on another capture, and then it was, like, replaying fucking 4 times. You guys are gonna have to let me know how the volume is, though. Once you've done that, though, we can get started. It's the best part. No, I disagree. Volume is good. I love this intro. Oh, no. Guys, this intro... So if we... Okay, then let's sit here for 5 minutes. How about we just sit here for 5 minutes, guys? And then you can tell me in 5 minutes, after this is looped about 50 times, what you think of it. Because setting this game up, obviously I had to sit here for like 10 minutes getting it to capture. Guys, if you think too much about it, and you're trying to focus on something... This intro, it is burned in your brain in not a good way. The rest of the songs are fine. Intro music, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not the nostalgia for me. It's not it. This track, this specific track right here, is not it. The rest of the music in the game is fine. Alright, I'm playing with the keyboard, guys, because I don't know why. I don't want to play with a controller, because I feel like I failed a little bit with the controller with this game. I don't know why. I feel like the keyboard's just so much easier. Start a new game, yes. Okay. Also, I don't know... I really don't think it matters where my camera is. This fucking game is so weird. It's so good. This is good. This track is good. That beginning one. If you want to see a Japanese game, this is it. It's so fucking weird. But it's so good. I love the animals. This game is so fucking cool looking though. And then it starts again. Oh, user license agreement. Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. Hello. This is the king, long time no see. we thought today would be a good day for rolling the Katamari the Prince, where the first rolls, the second follows, roll, roll, roll. For that purpose alone, we went to the bother of making this space. Okay. He's creating the universe for us. Much appreciated, thank you. The king of all cosmos. Wow, must be pretty nice. Wait until Thanos snaps half of it away. Going to the bother for just rolling Katamari, just for that, we went to that bother. He talks like a Yoda. I don't know why. Oh no. The moving and the shaking. No, we hate it. Plain is best. Of course, I'm using a mouse and keyboard. Well, a keyboard, because I don't think you can. I don't think the mouse works for the game. Maybe in settings, the mouse works. I don't know. All clear? Okay, good. We shall see you later. Bring me into the tutorial, which, I mean, I already know. Okay. Backwards. Yeah. Get me through the tutorial. Thank you. My very princely indeed. Such skill and such class. Guys, it's a good day for rolling into the new year. This is a good game for rolling into the new year. Dazzling. Okay, perfect. Charge and roll, quick turn, look and jump. Careful with the look and the jump. Not easy to do when you're rolling in a hurry. We shall see you later. Yeah. Q? Oh, right. Control. Control. E. Jesus Christ.
Rover donated $50.
Thank you for the $50 donation.
Is the king of the cosmos's yoga pants bulge. Totally unnecessary.
Actually true. Thank you for the $50 donation though, Rover. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, Rover, right. Yeah, okay. Jesus. Some of these sound effects though, they're gonna get me. I know it. It sounds like a dying hamster. I can't. It sounds like a dying hamster. Control. Quick turn? I was trying to quick turn. I guess it really doesn't matter that much though. Let's be honest, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay. At last, a rolling genius. Okay. Let's get through the tutorial. Perfect. Now we're good to go. Perfect. Don't fucking destroy the stars. That's fucked. Can you fail in this game? There's timers. So basically, you have to collect stuff and get your Katamari as big as the mission says. And if you don't, during the time limit, you basically have to redo it. She knows what a dying hamster sounds like. I, in fact, don't, but I can imagine that it sounded like that. Okay, it was not a dream. We really did it. Okay, a sky full of stars and we broke it. This motherfucker, just Thanos snapped the stars away. Okay. Just between you and us, it was good. Great. Not that we can remember very clearly, but we were in all nature's embrace. Okay. Did you see it? I saw you do it. It was a cutscene. Believe me, I saw. Look at all the fucking hearts. This guy, though. He looks like a handsome Squidward. That miraculous, fabulous moment has passed and it's over. Uh-oh. Yikes. Even the King of Cosmos was not spared their wrath. This is not very good, guys. Let me just say. The Eternals are out there watching him literally destroy the stars. Okay. Can we get to Earth already? Alright, then get cracking. I need to go to Earth. Okay. Sending things to Earth. Perfect. Okay! Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I do need to move my camera to the top. right, because the top left shows the Katamari. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Full of things as usual. Okay. That body, that physique, could you really be our son? Wow, not mysterious at all whatsoever. Okay. First time on Earth, that means no worrying about time. We think we'll come and pick you up when the Katamari is 10 centimeters. And I just remembered many things live here, scurrying around and generally getting in the way. When one of these sneaks up behind you, an alert comes up on the lower left of the screen. You should try not to bump into anything alive. Yeah, I don't think there's anything at the top right of the screen. I don't think. Yeah. It won't just end the game or anything, so just relax and roll. Good luck. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I have to remember not to crash into anything. Can you stop talking, dude? We get it. We get it. Okay? Can you just stop talking? Thank you. Oh, I can't pick them up yet. The graphics, the aesthetic of this game is oh yeah, I need to pick up more. It is super good though. It really, really is. It's a very unique game, and like I definitely get that a lot of people probably wouldn't like it that much. It's definitely, let's just say, different. How about that? But I think that it's just so cool and unique. At least I think. It's definitely gonna take me a while to get used to. You have to watch out for the animals. And so much shit. Oh no. I'm crashing into stuff already. Yeah. Once you get over... Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 7 or 8 centimeters. It's actually not that much of a problem. We should put this in the diary. Can you stop talking, my dude? You are... The popping up on the screen constantly, it is very annoying. Let me just put it that way. It is very distracting. I also need to turn the volume down, which doesn't really help that much right now. But it's fine. I'll turn the volume down in a minute. Because I can't... I technically I can pause. I think. With, like, tab. I don't have a ton of Damacy nostalgia, but I have played it many, many times. But this is Reroll, so technically this came out... When did Reroll release? I believe this came out in 2018. They put it on, like, the Switch and PC, and I think all consoles. Yeah, I think all consoles. So, yeah. And I hadn't even remembered about it until I was thinking about, like, what to stream for on New Year. And I was thinking about, what about, like, a Japanese game, right? And obviously, new Japanese games are pretty good, do not get me wrong. But, unfortunately, a lot of the time now, when they're localized, they end up being kind of nightmares because, of course, censorship and localization problems. So I was trying to think of just, like, random games to play that aren't super new, but had, like, more nostalgia to them. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a good game. Okay. How goes it? Yep, I hit the 10 centimeters. You made the 10 centimeter Katamari. How fabulous. I have it on the Switch. My thing with the Switch is that I was gonna play it on Switch, but since I'm obviously streaming it, I can't hold the actual Switch itself. I like how they have you in the lower right corner so you can see its face. Yeah. So, like, whatever movements you're doing on the bottom right corner, it shows. And I think that is actually, it is pretty cute. Okay. We'd forgotten all about that. So you're mostly clear on everything, we assume. Everyone on Earth is very nice, so they'll be just as helpful. Oh yeah, guys, people on Earth are very, very nice and helpful, can't you tell? So guys, while we're playing, I want to talk about, I think, do we want to start with games or movies? I was thinking movies, and then finishing with games for favorite and least favorite, best and worst of the year. When rolling on Earth, there are a few more things to be careful of. What? Oh yeah, I mean, you can't already in the tutorial anyway. You cannot roll up objects larger than your Katamari. Crashing into larger objects and walls will break things off and reduce its size. Quick tips again? No. Alright, cool. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Hope that your evening's going well. 8 minutes until 2022 in Brazil. Nice. How many deaths? What do you mean? There's no deaths in this game. You can fail if you don't get things within the time frame, but they're not deaths. The things you collected the most of. Nice. Movies, lots of movies. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can figure out my movie of the year. I have talked about it in a couple videos. I have talked about it during live streams. But my favorite movie of the year was definitely by far, well, I guess not by far, because 1 and 2 were pretty close, but my favorite movie of the year was Spider-Man No Way Home. In my opinion, I thought that Spider-Man No Way Home was just really, really good. I thought that it was... It wrapped up the trilogy well, I'm gonna be honest. I thought Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies were pretty underwhelming. You can visit Earth in the space mushroom. That's nice. I felt like the other 2 movies were really underwhelming, but I felt like No Way Home kind of wrapped up the trilogy well enough, and it kind of left you wondering what they were gonna do with the next movies and what they were gonna do kind of with Tom Holland in general, but I felt like it also did a good job wrapping up the previous movies that we've seen of the characters that were in it. I thought that it wasn't just a finale of his Spider-Man, but just the villains, Spidey, and I felt like overall it was just really, really good. Spider-Man No Way Home, yeah, best movie of the year, I agree. Spider-Man No Way Home, yeah. It was, for me, my #1 movie of the year. But, close second for me was Ghostbusters Afterlife. I thought that Afterlife was just really, really good. I thought that Afterlife, again, was very similar to Spider-Man, where it was a new story, and it told a new story, but at the same time, it also wrapped up previous character stories, and it was a very respectful continuation of Ghostbusters and the original Ghostbusters and the characters, and it respected the original lore and the original source material, and I felt like overall it just was... It was really, really good. It's hard because Spider-Man No Way Home... It's hard because I felt like they were both very, very good. But I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home was just a little bit better. Just like a little bit better. But honestly, Ghostbusters was also like a 9 out of 10, so they're kind of on the same scale. They kind of are. They're great for similar reasons. Oh no. If you liked Afterlife, it means you're a misogynist. Yup, that's it, alright. I thought that Ghostbusters Afterlife was just really, really enjoyable, though. I was really worried about Afterlife, too, because I thought that they were gonna fuck it up. I thought that they were gonna, like... I don't don't want to say completely pull another Ghostbusters Answer the Call / 2016 film, but like, I thought that they were gonna probably do something kind of similar. I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, Afterlife wasn't gonna be that solid. But I felt like they did really good with telling Phoebe's story and continuing the original kind of story and bringing the original actors back and the original Ghostbusters back. I was a fan. Those were definitely my top 2 movies of the year. Going into the other movies of the year, though, there's definitely a bit of a quality drop-off. What? You didn't like the underrated classic that is Melissa McCarthy's version? Oh, that's definitely true. I mean, it was definitely just an underrated classic. I can't wait to show those to my kids one day, if it exists, because let's be honest, we should probably wipe its existence from the face of this earth. I loved Ghostbusters 2016, guys. I mean, clearly that's my favorite Ghostbusters movie. But no. It was really, really good. But after number 1 and number 2, there were other good movies, right? But clearly there was a quality drop-off. What a stupid name. I agree. Answer the Call is a dumb name. The next ones, there's really no order, because I don't know what my number 3 would be, and I kind of just feel like I only need top 2 for films. I feel like we really don't need a number 3. Have you ever been to the Philippines? We stopped in the day before yesterday. We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. A royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking while playing Catch with Your Present. And it went down to Earth, so now we have to go get it from Earth. The thing with the next movies is that some of them are like a little better than others, but I feel like they're all kind of around the same. Another top movie for me from the year was Dune. Now, Dune definitely was not a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 in my opinion, but I would say Dune was like, I think in my original like review of it, I gave it like a, I think I gave Dune a, I think I gave Dune a 7, which I agree with for the most part still. I feel like Dune was like, yeah, like a 7. Was like a 7. Oh no. I feel like Dune was like a 7 out of 10. Maybe an 8 on a generous day. Now, I do have a couple of problems with it. I felt like some of the sets didn't look fantastic. I felt like the pacing was a little off. I know the pacing realistically is kind of similar to the other versions, like the David Lynch film, but I felt like they could have seen the mistakes that the David Lynch film had made with pacing and kind of fixed it, but they didn't. I thought that the actors that they had chosen for the film, at least so far, seem really, really spot on. I'm not a huge fan of Timothée Chalamet. I haven't been. I probably never will be. But I didn't think that he did the worst job. And Paul Atreides at the beginning is, like, supposed to be a bit of a little whiny bitch. So, like, honestly, he kind of is probably the best actor possible. And, like... Oh, what's the... Rebecca Ferguson, that's her name. She did a really, really fantastic job as Lady Jessica. Oscar Isaac, I mean, he was literally in, like, such a tiny amount of the movie. But he did a good job. Who else was in it that I liked? Jason Momoa. Like, Jason Momoa's fine and all, but, like, he's also one of those actors that... I mean, it's not like And he played a character that was important in the story, don't get me wrong. But he also, like, wasn't in that much of it for obvious reasons. Like, he plays a... I mean, Duncan's important, don't get me wrong. But, like, you know, it's not like he's in that much of the movie. I felt, though, like the sets for the movie weren't... Stellan's... what's his name? Skarsgård? Yeah. He's not a bad actor. I still, though... I feel like the sets... So, the things that I didn't like about Dune was the pacing. I felt like the pacing wasn't perfect. I felt like they could have done probably better with the pacing. Unfortunately, they really didn't. I just felt like they could have maybe seen the criticisms from the other versions and done a little better. What else would there be? The pacing, the sets, just some of them looked really, really whack. Some of those sets just were not very good. I felt like the CGI was really, really solid. The actors were solid. Again, my main problems are just the pacing and the sets. I don't think there was anything else with the film that I was like, this absolutely sucks, is awful, is terrible. I hated it completely. But, yeah, Dune was a top movie for me. It wasn't a No Way Home, and it wasn't an Afterlife, but it was a solid movie. Like, I would recommend it to people that would want to watch it. I would still say you should 100% watch the other versions of Dune that exist. Because, for me, I feel like... Okay, that is another problem that I have with it, is that it's not epic enough. Dune is very epic, I feel like. I like Dune because it's epic, it's... a lot going on, everything's super cool, and... I felt like this version just kind of lacked some originality. It just... I felt like they made Dune feel a little bit basic. Like, I understand that that was kind of ultimately going to happen because we're talking about Hollywood and they want to make everything very mainstream that audiences will understand because they want to make money, and if basic people going into a movie theater can't understand it, then why would they create it? Because that's who they want to make movies for. But I felt like a thing with Dune is that it's just supposed to be really, really cool and epic, and I felt like they could have done better in that regard. Like, the music wasn't super memorable. The choreography, like the fighting, wasn't super memorable. It was okay though. Like, I've rewatched it, and I would watch it again. I would watch it another couple times. It wasn't a Black Widow where I was like, after seeing it once, I never want to watch it again. That's for sure. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else with Dune. What did you guys think of Dune? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think the pacing was slow to pad out the movie? I think the problem was that the pacing was off. Scenes that should have been longer weren't long enough, and scenes that really didn't matter all that much were really, really drawn out. And I don't necessarily think it was to just make the movie longer, but I felt like they just didn't time some of the scenes properly. Like, some of the cooler scenes that could be really long just were rushed and kind of straight to the point. And then other scenes that could have been, like, really long and really fucking cool were just, like, done and over in, like, 5 minutes. Again, I don't think it was specifically to try to, like, make it longer or anything. Of what movie? Dune. Well, 2021 Dune. But yeah, like I thought it was memorable enough because it's Dune. But as someone who knows the source material and knows what they could have made from it, I truly feel like Dune at this point can't be made into a movie. It really needs to be like a mini-series. Because I still feel like the mini-series was the best. Very different. I felt like this movie did sit in the middle of the two because, like, in regards to creativity. Because I felt like the David Lynch movie was very epic, large-scale, very space opera. And then the mini-series was very, like, Broadway, dramatic, kind of. Royal Rainbow. But, yeah, I thought that for me was one of the better movies of the year. Another movie that was on my best of the year list, or a movie that I thought was really, really good, which I haven't really talked about, is Willy's Wonderland. If you guys don't know, it's a Nicolas Cage movie. And it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's very, the take that they have on it's kind of unique because it's a movie that is all about supporting characters, because Nicolas Cage only says one word throughout the whole movie. Yet it actually turned out to be a very, very good movie overall. So Willy's Wonderland also was super solid. It was definitely weird. The stars have vanished from the sky. Like this game, it was weird, but it worked. Another movie that I liked from this year, which I have talked about, is Godzilla vs. Kong. I really liked it. It wasn't everything and more. Like, they could have changed some things in it. But I felt like, again, as part of a trilogy, as part of a series, I thought that it did a lot of justice, and I thought that it was really good. Lynch's version does have Sir Patrick Stewart in it. That is true. I felt like I don't know, because, like, the actors in this movie are pretty epic as well. Like, there are a lot of big actors. Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Timothy Chalamet, even though I don't like him. I feel like the David Lynch one also had a lot of cool actors in it. I like Kyle MacLachlan, though. Willy's Wonderland is something I would recommend. Yeah, I thought that it wasn't, like, for everyone. It was an action, but it's so cool to see the fact that, like, he doesn't really talk in it, so you have to rely on, like, supporting characters and lots of music to kind of set the scenes and set the tone. And I thought that the movie just did it really, really well. And I thought, like, overall, it was a solid experience. I did enjoy it. I know it didn't come out this year, but Color Out of Space also is a fucking phenomenal movie. That's another Nick Cage movie, but again, it didn't come out this year. Color Out of Space came out in, like, what, 2019? One of my top movies. I can't say that, actually. It's H.P. Lovecraft. I'm gonna get canceled. Sheesh! Very, very solid film, though, as well. Best scene in Godzilla vs. Kong was the Mecha Godzilla fight. I thought that it was just so... I mean, all of them are very large-scale, epic fights going on, right? Like, that's a given for a Godzilla vs. Kong movie. But, like, I thought that they did really, really good with the film, because you had that nice balance of, like, the humans that are figuring everything out, contributing to the situation, even though they do kind of make things worse at some points. And then, of course, we've got Godzilla and Kong. Oh no. And yeah, I thought that it was a really good movie. Obviously, I mean, if you're not into kaiju big monster battles, then you probably are not gonna like it. I liked a lot of the actors in it though, so I thought it was pretty freaking good. But Godzilla vs. Kong was one of my movies of the year. It wasn't like a 10 out of 10 also, but it was, for me, I'd probably give it like a 7 or an 8. Probably like a 7. Solid in a lot of ways. Could have been longer. I feel like that's a gripe I have with movies. Is that so many movies could just be longer. Like, they don't have to be fucking 4-hour Titanic level movies, right? But we could also maybe have like 3-hour movies sometimes. When I was coming up with this list of movies, guys, I'd forgotten that there are some movies that came out this year that I didn't mean to forget, but they were movies that just are not on my mind. Like the Snyder Cut. Did you guys like the Snyder Cut? Snyder Cut was good. Then again, hot take for sure, I liked the original Justice League movie. I know. Shun me now. I know, that's definitely a hot take. But I liked the original. I didn't think it was great. It definitely wasn't amazing. But, like, it was decent. It was, the original was probably like a 6 out of 10. It was decent. But Snyder Cut was like honestly, like, maybe like a 8 out of 10. Like a 7 at least. I'd probably lean more in the direction of an 8. I really liked that it was a longer film, that it really, it gave every character their own fair chance at their backstory being told. And like, even though they could have individual movies, they didn't, so, like, be happy with what you get kind of situation. But, I thought that the pacing, let me be honest, some of the pacing was not good. How you literally fucking had the most random ass scenes where you had like fucking Aquaman standing on a dock and it was like 5 minutes of his hair fucking waving in the wind with water splashing against his abs. Like, congratulations. That's great and all, but can we get to the rest of the fucking movie? Like, can we get to the superheroes and the villains? But some of the pacing was a little off. But I felt like overall it was pretty good. For what it was, I was someone who did agree. I thought that he deserved his chance to finish, you know, the movie himself and give us his cut and his version of it. And I was really, really happy that they did that. And they gave him a chance to finish it. And I definitely think it was a couple points higher than the original Justice League. But, like, the original Justice League wasn't complete garbo for me. How dare you have an opinion? I know. How dare I? How could I, guys? You mean Wonder Woman 84 wasn't your favorite movie? Wonder Woman 84 was in my least favorite list. I wouldn't... Okay, let me rephrase. I wouldn't say it was in the worst list of the year. Because, like, I didn't think it was, like, a 0 out of 10. Or a 1 out of 10. But I felt like it was one of the most disappointing for me. Because after the first one, like, I really liked the first one. I really like Gal Gadot. I was looking forward to 84. And then it turned out to be quite a disappointment. For me, Wonder Woman 84 was... maybe like a 5 out of 10. That was one of the least disappointing, or most disappointing films. Wasn't the worst, but I had higher expectations for it, and it turned out to be not so good. No Time to Die. No Time to Die didn't make a positive or a negative list for me. It was a very forgettable film, and it didn't stand out in a positive way and didn't stand out in a negative way either. Also, guys, I'm drinking vanilla Coca-Cola. Before anyone asks, no, I'm not drinking the gingerbread Mountain Dew, which I literally have only drinking the one of I drank on stream. Listen, I don't have the heart to drink that. The Mountain Dew, the raspberry lemonade, though, that was pretty good. I have to say the Mountain Boo, the Halloween Mountain Dew, that was a highlight of my year. Okay. We finished it. 31 centimeters out of 20. I'm trying to, like, also the timer is at the top right. So I just realized I've been hiding the timer. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna put my camera at the bottom middle. There's nothing at the bottom middle, right? Let's get into a game and then see. How about that? Nice. I don't know. Where should I put the camera? The timer's at the top. But yeah, No Time to Die. It wasn't a hate. It wasn't a love. It was forgettable, mediocre. Another movie. I have two more. No, I have one more movie that was in like the best movies of the year. It was like I have two actually. I have two. That was in like the best movies of the year. Was I just forgot about the second one. Oh, Conjuring. Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I really like the Conjuring series, okay, guys? I believe in ghosts. But I quite like the Conjuring movies. And I felt like The Devil Made Me Do It was really, really well done. Because it felt very... I felt like they definitely went... Because in like the first two Conjuring movies, right, there's ghosts and spirits and demons. And then the second one's the same way. But the third one was... even though it had to do with like fucking rituals and shit. And like Satanists, right? It just felt more realistic. And I felt like they did it in a good way. Devil Made Me Do It was probably like a 7 out of 10. That was a good movie as well. I liked Devil Made Me Do It. I was a fan. I feel like... it wasn't like perfect. But I like the actors who play the Warrens. So, yeah. I have... guys. For shows? Okay. Listen. We need to talk about WandaVision here. Now, hear me out. WandaVision, I felt, was really good until the last episode when you realized Doctor Strange wasn't showing up. And you realized it was literally just Agatha. I liked WandaVision. I did. I liked WandaVision. But I felt like the ending was a disappointment. Because I was really mad that like Doctor Strange and no one really showed up at the end. But I liked the rest of WandaVision. I felt like they went in a super different direction with like the sitcoms and like that feeling and the references. I felt like they went in a really different direction, and it worked really, really well. Because it started off in that super different direction, and then it became more of like that classic Marvel recipe, but it faded into that, and it transitioned to that super well. And I felt like it was very good up until that last episode when he didn't show up and no one fucking showed up. That was disappointing. So I feel like it still makes it in my top list of the year, but there is some context there. There is some context there. Also, yes, Paul Bettany, he needed, I felt like he needed like a better send-off. I don't know. Well, I mean, I know that like White Vision's still around, but like besides that, I felt like in the show it needed a better send-off. I have always liked Scarlet Witch, and I'm really, really glad to see they kind of started going in the Scarlet Witch direction, and they started actually making her more comic book accurate, but we have to see what they're going to do with her in the future. But talking about that just one show, I thought they did really, really good, and it was really cool. Until the last episode, which was kind of a letdown. Watch Boba Fett. Definitely not making it in my top list of the year. Mainly because, well, there's not enough content of it out. Boba Fett show, we knew it was gonna be a fucking train wreck, and it is a fucking train wreck. I don't know. I didn't have any hype or excitement for it, and I still don't. Guys, I can't do this. My camera can't be in the middle bottom of the screen. I feel like a Twitch streamer. I don't know. I feel like I feel like everyone puts their camera in the middle, and it's weirding me out. Alright. We had an issue and just sort of pitched it away. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. I do like Catherine Hahn as well. I feel like she's a pretty good actor. Or an actress. Paul Bettany's married to Jennifer Connelly. What? Did you guys hear about how Paul Bettany was texting Johnny Depp about Amber Heard? And like it's this big issue now? Oh my god, he is. I didn't fucking know that. Since 2003, where have I been living? Under a goddamn rock, apparently. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't want to say it. Whenever I look at her, in like 2021, 2019, I don't know why, but she seems like the type that would just shave half of her head and go super SJW. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she kind of reminds me a little bit of Demi Lovato. So maybe it's like that bad, I don't know, bad memories or something. I didn't know that though. Boba Fettuccine. Don't insult Fettuccine like that, okay? Boba Fett used to be cool. They've been hitched for a long time. Fucking apparently. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know. Maybe, to be fair, maybe I did know at some point, and like I just forgot because holy shit, there's so many fucking actors that are married to each other. But yeah. I mean, I like Jennifer Connelly. Or I have. I don't think she's been controversial lately. Hopefully. I don't know. Who is sane these days, I guess is the better way to put it. But I really like Paul Bettany. I think that Paul Bettany and Olsen, what's her first name? Oh my god. Elizabeth Olsen. I don't know why, but I always think of her sisters first. Literally, her sisters' names always pop into my head first. I think that Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen have such good chemistry. I'm not someone who says, like, a lot of actors should, like, constantly act together. I'm not that type of person. Like, I like to see tons of different actors work with tons of different other actors. I truly think that they are, like, a amazing fucking pair on screen together. They have such good chemistry. I hope that we see them in many more projects together. Yeah, I always think of Mary Kate and Ashley and their other sister's name. I don't know. I always think of them first before Elizabeth Olsen. I don't know why. But I think that they should do more projects together. I really, really do. Only 3 episodes left? Of what? Oh, Expanse. Gotcha. Do you guys like Expanse? I like Expanse. I can't believe Betty White died. Also, rest in peace. F in chat for Betty White. They literally fucking jinxed her. People magazine literally fucking jinxed her. They put up an article 3 days ago talking about how healthy she is, how healthy she was, and how amazing it felt to almost to hit 100 or almost be 100 because it's like 2 weeks from her birthday. Fate is a fucking bitch. She is a bitch you don't want to deal with. Because Fate truly dealt her a fucking shitty-ass hand. I can't believe that she passed away 2 weeks before her 100th birthday. That is, if you don't believe in witchcraft, believe, because someone hexed her. After that article came out, someone said, no ma'am, it's not happening. I can't believe it. I can't believe, all I can think of is the Ryan Reynolds skit that she did. And like all the back and forths that her and Ryan Reynolds had. And how cute that was. Man, that's sad. That's rough. And very depresso espresso. Very, very depresso espresso. Fucking cat. Jesus Christ, go away. I mean, you're cute, but like, fuck off. I'm playing a game right now. Not my cat, the cat in the game. Before someone tells me to eat my cat because I'm sounding like an alinity. I can't believe it. Like 2 weeks before her birthday. Someone put voodoo on her. I do not know who, but we need to find them. True, you are correct. Let's not pretend she was unlucky, because she wasn't unlucky. She did live a nice, long life, but, it's always a shame, though, to see actors and actresses pass away. And that's saying something. You hate Ryan Reynolds? Oron, that is true. I don't really, it's not that I hate Ryan Reynolds. I'm just not like the biggest fan of his. I feel like he's more of that type of actor where I like him in extremely specific roles, or otherwise I'm just not a huge fan. Because like all he does now is like he plays roles where he just breaks the fourth wall and stuff. So I don't like hate him. I just don't prefer him compared to other actors. But those back and forths that him and like Betty White always had, like the skits, they were always so funny. And I mean, I don't even know when the last one of those was, like 2018 maybe, but it's sad to see for sure. I mean, maybe it seems like I hate him. Yeah, maybe I do hate him, and I just try to justify the hate. I like him in specific roles. Like, some actresses, like Amber Heard, I hate, and I hate her in every fucking role imaginable. like, Ryan Reynolds, like, I like him in some stuff. Like, he wasn't bad in Red Notice, and, like, he's great as Deadpool. But, like, if he's not playing that type of role, it is what it is. Like, I could live without him. And also, Free Guy wasn't bad, because, again, he played that type of role. Vera's a hater. Yeah, clearly, guys, I'm just a filthy internet hater as I'm sitting here talking about the best movies I've seen of the year. Moving into, great segue, my worst movies of the year. Oh, no, I have one more positive movie. Haha, psych. I also liked Don't Breathe 2. I thought that Don't Breathe 2 was a great continuation of the first movie. It was very different from the first movie. But it was a continuation that was different, took things in a slightly different direction, and I thought that it did really, really well. Green Lantern, hot take, I also actually kind of like him as Green Lantern, but I like the chicken Free Guy. Oh yeah, she was also in The Last Duel. What's her name? Jodie something? I don't know. Jodie Whittaker? She's your favorite, I know it. She's everyone's favorite, clearly. But yeah, I like Don't Breathe too. But guys, were there any other... Oh no, No! It's stuck. What else did I like? I liked the last season of Seven Deadly Sins. I thought that Seven Deadly Sins, the last season, was really, really good. Super Crooks was also really good. But besides that, I think that that's kind of my favorites of the year. Unless I'm not thinking of something, which I definitely could be not thinking of something. I'd say that those are my favorite of the year. Now we have to talk about the negatives of the year, guys, which is... my negatives of the year. I'm sure you guys can guess a lot of them. I don't like Jodie Comer. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, but she wasn't the one that had the punchable face. Florence Pugh had the punchable face. I just ate a dog. In the game, of course, not in real life. Who would do that in real life? We know him. Florence Pugh has a punchable face. Not a fan of Florence Pugh. At all. Don't think I've seen her in anything that I really like. I don't think Jodie has a punchable face, though. I don't know, I'd have to look at it again. Super Crooks was good. Super Crooks was good. He was pure punch bag material. Yeah. Also, let me move my camera down a little bit more. Sorry, guys. This camera is... There we go. It's been a wild situation. It's because I don't want to cover the timer. Maybe we just move it over here. I'm leaving it there. Don't ask me to move it again. No one even asked me the first time. So much hate? Clearly, yeah. But yeah, I don't really like Jodie Comer. But... my worst movies of the year, guys. In no particular order. Worst movies and TV shows. They're... how do I say this? They're not good for very obvious reasons. How about we put it that way? Okay? Black Widow. Black Widow... was just... it was Black Widow, right? Like, Black Widow was... terrible. The acting was mediocre. The story and the way that they played out the story was mediocre. I felt like it was a couple years too late. I felt like a lot of the CGI was just really dumb, and it could have been so much better. And I feel like overall it just was a disappointment. Florence Pugh is in that. Punchable face number 1. Scarlett Johansson, kind of punchable face number 2. Black Widow, it was when you have actresses coming forward and saying a movie is supposed to make a commentary on the Me Too movement and believe all women. I mean, clearly right there, that's a big problem. I didn't like Black Widow. Another movie that was a complete fucking failure was Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. That shit was... that shit was fucking bad. I don't know who decided to pay for that and green light that, say that this is the best thing. But holy shit, Resident Evil was absolutely a fucking abysmal nightmare. Just not good. Matrix Resurrections was probably my biggest disappointment for the year, or one of the biggest disappointments of the year for me personally, just because I was hoping that it was going to be good, even though I wasn't super hyped for it because I had a feeling it wasn't going to be good. I felt like it might have been good. And so I tried to give it a chance, and it was just it was a disappointment. Shang-Chi also. Shang-Chi had its moments where it was decent. I do stand by that. I think that Shang-Chi had moments that were okay. And I felt like some of the fighting was cool. Like some of the cinematography was cool. But I felt overall, it just... the story wasn't great. I didn't like the actors that were in it. Wasn't a huge fan. And what else is there? I have a show on my list, obviously. You guys can guess the show. What other movie? I felt like there was one other movie. Eternals, also. Eternals had I don't want to even say, like, potential? It had a chance, kind of. Because it's not like we expected it to be good with all the diversity they were pushing and all the race swaps and gender swaps. But I felt like it might have been good if they had went in the proper direction, and they just didn't. Overall, Eternals was also a bit of a disaster. And then, of course, the worst show of the year for me was Cowboy Bebop. Again, I think that it had its moments, that the characters meshed really well together, but the sets were really, really bad. A lot of the choreography was bad. A lot of the cinematography was mediocre. The CGI was good. The music was good. And the acting, I'd say 85% of the time it was really, really bad. And the rest of the time it was decent. So Cowboy Bebop was in my worst list. Witcher, my thing, Slick, with The Witcher is that I felt like up until the last 2 episodes, it was really fucking good. And then the last 2 episodes completely changed around the story and didn't follow the source material at all. So while The Witcher Season 2 was really good up until those last 2 episodes, unfortunately, where they're changing around the source material, I don't even think the changes they made in the direction they're going in is bad, but again, it's the precedent of them changing the source material, so it doesn't make it in my top list. I thought it was really good, though. For what it is, if you look at it from a standpoint of, let's pretend the books don't exist and the games don't exist, and they're telling a new story, like, it was really good. But, unfortunately, I do know the source material, so I know when things are changed around and not very, accurate. I disagree. I do not think Witcher Season 2 was boring overall. I thought that it was very good. Until, of course, the changed source material. Or, not following the source material, I should say. Bebop was my second worst show. Number 1 was... yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier also was one of the worst shows of the year. But I'd say Bebop was worse. Bebop was worse, but Falcon and Winter Soldier was also very close. It was up there as well. So for you guys, what was your favorite and least favorite shows and movies of the year? After this, we're gonna move into video games, because I do have a lot of video games to talk about. I have a lot of positives and a couple of negatives. But, yeah. You guys will have to tell me quickly what your favorite and least favorite movies and shows of the year were. And then I'll move into, games. No, I'm trying to get over here. Stay. Yes, collect. Oh, this music's so good. Shush. Wheel of Time I have not watched. Actually, I lie. I watched like one episode. I have not really watched Wheel of Time yet, though, because I never have read the books. So I do not know the source material for Wheel of Time. But I do know that a lot of people who do know the source material have said it's terrible because they don't follow the source material. So I haven't given Wheel of Time a full chance yet, mainly because I want to experience the original books and the original content first. Because I think that usually 98% of the time, the books and the original source material is almost always so much better. So yeah, I've just been kind of waiting. And then once I read it, I'll, yeah, watch it. But I've heard it's very bad. Falcon and Winter Soldier was very bad. My only thing is that I was never excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier. So yeah, I was never excited for it. A lot of bad content came out this year. But there was also a lot of good. There was, as you guys can see, I have a lot of more positive things on my list that I liked and that I thought were decent that I didn't completely hate, and I mean, I had more positive than negatives. Oh my god, can't wait for Amazon Lord of the Rings. Lol. Yeah, sure, that's definitely gonna be great, guys. Wow, yeah, I can't wait for that. That's definitely gonna be great. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that Wheel of Time is really, really bad in our server. I know that Orna just said that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that it's really bad, but again, like, yeah. I haven't experienced the source material for myself in the original books, so I don't want to, like, watch it and then be like, wow, this actually isn't that bad, while not having that original content to compare it to, because that's how companies get away with things, is like when people just mindlessly watch things because they don't actually know the original content. I think Hawkeye was better. Yeah, Hawkeye's not good, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, I'm totally failing this level. Totally failing it. I'm, like, not focusing at all. Loki wasn't amazing and wasn't terrible. That's another series that didn't really make it in one list or another list for me, just because, like, I was very hopeful for it, and unfortunately it wasn't great. I was really looking forward to Loki because I fucking love Loki, but another just mediocre, pretty bad series. It was pretty bad. But it, compared to, like, Cowboy Bebop and, like, Black Widow, there's worse content. She's gonna blame us for failing? Guys, it's the pay to win isn't working. I tried to swipe my credit card to win this game because I'm half out of half of the timer, and the pay to win didn't work. What can I say? Yeah, Loki was pretty bad. I didn't think it was worst content of the year bad, though. At least for me, it was bad, and I wouldn't watch it again. This is a really lovely song. I'm really enjoying it. The music in this game, it's definitely got a wide variety of music, but I feel like some of the music, like this track, is really, really good. Yeah, guys, listen. This round is not it. We can pretend. These fucking cats! These... Jesus Christ, what is this, Call of Duty? Oh, I can't go down here yet. No! I felt like Jesus Christ! I felt like most of the Disney Plus shows were really, really bad. Some of them had their moments that were like, okay, but otherwise they were pretty... I can't with this fucking cat. Holy shit, leave me alone. But, yeah. Overall, the Disney shows were pretty bad. How can I get out of here? Go, go. No, I can't get up. No. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in this area, so I can't really go back. Don't think. Is there a way around here? Nope. I'm kind of stuck. Is it hard to control the ball? Yeah. The ball is, it's not the easiest to control. It is, I personally have a harder time on controller. And clearly, even M&K isn't going so well. Yeah, I have to restart this level because I'm in this area and I can't get anywhere. So I have to go back to home planet because this level's flop. I have to restart. So guys, my best games of the year. We'll talk about the positives, the best of the year. My best games of the year. My number one game of the year. My favorite title. My favorite experience of the year. A game that I've replayed and would replay many other times, and I plan to replay many other times, comes as no surprise because it's part of my favorite video game franchise. And that would be Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village was my game of the year, my number one, my favorite launch. I thought that Resident Evil Village... Well, I'll explain it because Tsushima's also on this list. But for me, Resident Evil Village was super fucking good. Graphically, it looked beautiful. The music was great. The story was really great. Great experience. Characters were cool. The way the game was set up with all the different areas was cool. I was a really big fan. Make cancer. That's gonna be a yikes for me. Listen. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, Resident Evil Village was one of my top titles. Halo Infinite was also one of my favorite titles. Halo Infinite, again, I'm a Halo simp, Resident Evil simp. Comes as no surprise, because I have to collect as many crabs as possible. It's not something you want to do in life. My only thing with Halo Infinite, my only thing that I didn't quite like about it is I'm worried about the future of Halo now, right? Because Halo Infinite was really good, right? But clearly they're phasing out Cortana and like character that's really important to Halo. And I want them to continue to do really good with Halo and do these characters and the story justice. So only time will tell. But I thought that Halo Infinite was a very good experience. Was a big fan of it. Really liked Infinite. And it was certainly a title of the year for me. I definitely will be replaying it many times. It's a very feels game for me. I'm stuck. I can't get out. No. But yeah. Overall, really good game. Really solid experience. Another game that was a top game for me was Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Now, Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games of all time now. After it released last year, it became one of my favorites. And the Director's Cut did come out this year. So, my thing is like, it's a re-release, and it did have new content, but I don't want to consider it in the grand scheme of my favorite games of all time, just because, like, that was technically last year's. It was my #1 game of the year, because it fully released last year. But Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut was definitely game of the year too. It was fantastic. I really liked the new added content. Overall, I was really impressed with what they did and how the project came out, and it was for sure really good. And I really liked it. What else was on my games of the year? Death's Door. Death's Door was really fun. Really good. I wasn't expecting a ton out of Death's Door. It was more of like a game that I was like, you know, maybe it'll be really fun. Maybe it'll be good. But it was really good. Death's Door. It didn't really take me by surprise because I don't know. I was iffy with it at first because like it looked good, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a game for me. But it ended up being a game for me. Really good game, and I had a fun time playing it. And then. Honorable mention, well, also, one more top game of the year, Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was also, it's also been a really great game. It's Metroid, though, so of course, no surprise there. Metroid's awesome. And, I really liked what they did, and, you know, what they decided to do. And, yeah. Honorable mention, though, is... for me, gonna be... I didn't play, like, It Takes Two, and I know that was a game that it was on a lot of people's lists. Same with, like, Tarkov. Again, didn't play Tarkov. Not on my list at all. But Valheim. I thought Valheim was pretty fun. I liked it. Was it perfect? No. But it was an honorable mention and pretty decent. For me, I have 3 of the worst games imaginable this year. And then I have some honorable mentions. So my worst games of the year, in no particular order, The Medium. That was a game I was super excited for. And it wasn't like the worst game I've ever played, but it was really, really underwhelming. And it was really, really meh. It was by Blooper Team, so like I didn't expect it to be some fucking amazing game, but I also wanted it to be good, and it just turned out to not be very good. So, unfortunately, the medium was a worst game. Not as good as it could have been. Overall, very sad. Medium turned out to not be great. Yeah. No, I'm waiting. Here we go. No, turn. Here. No! Once you hit the wall, it bounces back. Yeah, I need to get up here. No, please stop. Second worst game of the year was Outer... Oh no, here we go. It was Outriders. Outriders was a fucking disaster. Outriders was just... Outriders was a nightmare. There's no way around it. Why is my camera not turning? This is weird. There we go. Outriders was... I'm stuck now. I only have 25 seconds anyway. Outriders was such a fucking disappointment. I was so hopeful that Outriders was gonna be something different, decent, okay. Outriders just wasn't it. And then, of course, worst game of the year, Battlefield 2042. I was hoping that, like, it was gonna be good, decent, playable, right? I couldn't get Battlefield 2042 to run at fucking all whatsoever. In Battlefield 2042, it was the worst game of the year. And it was the worst game of the year because I couldn't even get it to fucking play properly. Happy New Year for those of you who, for when your time zone just hit 12 a.m. Happy New Year. Mine is not for another hour. But, Happy New Year. But yeah, I mean, when you can't play a game, obviously it's gonna get worst game of the year. I do know that people were saying that Balan Wonderworld was really, really terrible. I haven't played it, so I don't have my own thoughts on it, but it does look very, very bad. It looks like they did a terrible job with it. But yeah, very, very bad. Very not good. None of these games were very good. And my largest disappointments of the year. I have 3 on this list. Well, I guess technically 4, but mainly 3. My largest disappointments of the year. Number 1 was Deathloop. When I was playing through Deathloop, it wasn't terrible, but the combat at times felt very clunky. Like it could have been better. And the look of the game, the aesthetics were so bad. None of it made a lot of sense. Like, so many of the enemies looked like fucking training dummies. I get that it was supposed to be a specific type of aesthetic, but it looked like they literally didn't finish NPC designs and designs for the enemies, so they just rushed to finish it, and they said, you know what, we'll go with this aesthetic. Unfortunately, the game didn't run amazingly. And again, there were like things about the gameplay that felt kind of clunky. I had save problems. So yeah, Deathloop was something I had hope for, and I was thinking it'll be good, it'll be decent, it'll be at least playable. But yeah, Deathloop was one of my largest disappointments for the year. Yeah, 1 hour left for the East Coast. It's 9. It's 9. It's not 9:05. It's 11:05 here. It's 11:05, so about 55 minutes. But yeah, Deathloop was just so sad. The one-shot sniper was painful to watch. It for sure was. It was painful to have to play. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and also the Grand Theft Auto trilogies. I'm kind of bundling those together because they were both equally terrible. Grand Theft Auto trilogy, it was just really fucking poor quality. But with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I was hopeful that it was going to turn out good. And unfortunately, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition was also censored, and things were toned down, and specific scenes were altered. And I was gonna buy, or I was thinking, I should say, about buying the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, because, like, why not just have kind of the trilogy of games with remastered graphics and bug and glitch fixes? But they censored things in it, so I figured I'm not gonna support it. I'll just play my original copies of the game. So those two, like, trilogies were just so disappointing to see. And I mean, for similar reasons, they didn't really fix that much in them. In the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, the quality was even worse than in the original games. There were more problems, but also they put in the least amount of effort possible. And, yeah, well, we see how that went. Yep, them censoring and changing and toning down scenes and character models was really disappointing. But it's what happened. It's what they decided to do, and they decided to do it, so I decided not to give them my money. And then this next game, it's a little iffy for me because the time that I actually played the game was really enjoyable. And that was New World. So New World has a lot of ifs around it because New World, what I played of New World was really fun. Like, it was solid, it was a good experience, but there were a lot of problems with launch and the server stability. And then after kind of the initial hype had died down a little bit, I mean, not even really, because the problem started at the very beginning, was developers not doing what needed to be done to keep the game running, successful, alive. I mean, the game still has 200,000 players on a normal basis, from what I understand. But a problem is, like, the economy in the game. The economy is so fucked that you literally can't get ahead in the game. And if you're, like, starting the game and you, like, want to start a guild, or what are they called? Like a town, or it's basically just a guild. If you want to start one, there's, like, no way to get ahead unless you get really fucking lucky. And you constantly have people playing 24/7. They fucked the economy in the game, and they didn't listen to player feedback. They have already added new content to the game, which is cool. And, like, they were updating, like, the shop and cosmetics and fixing things. But it's, like, the largest problems, they didn't actually listen to people. And again, like, from what I played of it, the game itself was fun. Like, the actual game itself was enjoyable. Unfortunately, they just kind of didn't do enough to keep the game alive. Like, the game still has a lot of people that play it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying that the game is completely dead, because it's not. The game still has a lot of people that play it. It's just, unless you're part of, you know, the specific guilds that already have a lot of lead in the game and on the server, then it's really, really hard to get ahead. So, it's really unfortunate because it was fun. It just, they fucked it over by not listening to people who were actually playing the game, and they didn't make the fixes that needed to be fixed. So it turned out to be a big disappointment for me. Because, like, I'm not gonna put time into a game that, like, is literally just broken because the developers aren't fixing it. And they're, like, completely ignoring that those problems exist. And, yeah, it's a shame, because it was fun. But that was definitely a large disappointment for me this year. When, like, new content, like, full-on expansions come out, I'll probably be one of those people that goes back to it for, like, a little while, but, guys, it's just, yeah. They just, dropped the ball, and that's why you need to actually listen to your consumers and people playing your titles and people that are giving your company a chance. Because a lot of people had a lot of hope. I had a lot of hope. But, ah, shit, I can't get up there yet. But, yeah, we'll see how that went. And, I mean, a game doesn't deserve to succeed and to basically stay alive if developers aren't even listening to consumers, so, yeah. Oh well. Womp womp. It is what it is. Disappointing now. So yeah, guys, those are kind of my best and my worst of the year for movies and games, TV shows. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about content that's come out this year, feel free to ask. What was everyone's favorite and least favorite game of the year? This game is more coherent than the Avengers. It is pretty, yeah. I mean, it's, the theme of it's real good. Again, controls could be a touch better. But that's okay, you get used to them after a while. What did you do for New Year's Eve, Vera? I'm here streaming. That fucking cat. He just tried to push me off the edge. You're not telling me that doesn't sound like what I imagine a dying hamster would sound like? Yeah, it was all of the above. It was server stability problems and the economy in the game, and yeah, I mean, those for me were the two biggest problems I had with New Worlds. Avengers was last year, right? Yeah, Avengers was last year. Cat cameo, not the good kind of cat. These cats in this game are bitches. They want you to fail. Best Infinite, worst. That one wouldn't even start. Yeah, I feel like Infinite was, for me, my second favorite game, but Resident Evil Village just slightly takes it. Slightly takes the spot. New World, for me, was both the best and the worst I played this year. I kind of agree to a certain extent that, for me at least, it could have made both, right? Like, it could have made a top list if they had fixed the server stability and actually if they had fixed the economy as well and listened to people, it would have been in my top games of the year. Because the experience I had with it was really fun. But the reason why it got in the bottom was because they didn't do those two things. So it's like, it's so difficult because it could have made either. If they had just slightly changed things and actually listened to people, it would have been in the top. But they didn't, because they fucking suck. Like a lot of developers do. Stop rolling. Oh, you. The cat. No! I'm too big. I mean, the fire extinguisher's too big. Batwoman. Oh no. Guys, Batwoman, it doesn't even deserve to be in the worst list. Doesn't even deserve it. Picard came out this year, didn't? No, Picard was last year. Jesus. Was Picard last year, guys? Or this year? Picard was last year. Picard was not this fucking year. Right? I can't even remember. No, it was last year for sure, for sure. Guys, this game is perfect for me. I have all the fucking loot. I love loot. This game is perfect for me. I'm literally just rolled up the birds. Shit. Yeah, Picard's 2020. Yeah. I don't know why, but I was thinking, at first I was like, this year, right? And I was like, I don't think so. Games, TVs, movies this year was pretty meh. A couple of decent things. Yeah, I thought that there were a couple of really, really good things and a couple of really bad things. I mean, not like a ton in either. But surprisingly, I had more positives than negatives. Maybe it's because I'm just trying to block out the bad memories from this year. Maybe that's it, guys. What do you think? I did roll up a bird, and I don't give a singular fuck. Fuck these birds. I just ate like 4 of them in this game. Damn. Goes around and around. That's because this year is 2020 part 2, true. Yeah, but Picard was 2020. Birds are government drones. The owls are not what they seem. The bell! Which Katamari is this? I don't recognize the level. So this is Reroll, which is a remake. I have like 8 birds in this fucking Katamari. Can't get through. Here we go, the fire extinguisher. Nice. Can I get the cat? Fuck, no I can't. Jesus Christ. That cat is stunned. Is it possible to eventually roll a cat? I think that you can get to the point where you can roll up a cat, yes. I want to say that you can. I'm pretty sure. The cats are the best part, though. You can knock it over, almost. Happy New Year. New Year is in 40 minutes here. Almost. New Year's time, though. Happy New Year, if you are in a time zone where it is already the new year. It's already the new year in many, many places, so, yeah. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about content that came out this year, feel free to ask in chat. I think that's it, though. Kind of for the best and worst. I'm trying to think of other things that happened this year. For content, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think maybe there's stuff that I missed. Hold on. Game. Let's do movie releases. Movie releases 2021. Is there anything else that, like, off the top of my head has come out that I don't remember? Free Guy was decent. Not best or worst. Intrusion, not best or worst. The Guilty, honestly, maybe the worst. Pretty fucking bad. You literally fucking... He's in a room the whole time. And he's, like... Who thought that that was a good idea? Spencer wasn't bad. I'd say that that's more of a positive. The Tomorrow War? I don't know. The Tomorrow War for me just... Guys, the Tomorrow War... I don't know. It just... Hold on 2 seconds. I have to fix this. The Tomorrow War... I don't know. It wasn't terrible. It just also wasn't, like, the best. No, not that. I don't know. I was trying to make it show the screen. For some reason, my display capture's all wonky. Yes. Resident Evil Village was a top game of the year. It was my #1 game of the year, actually. Resident Evil Village was super, super solid as a continuation in the Resident Evil franchise, but also its own new experience. Favorite movie of all time? I don't think I have a favorite movie of all time. Yeah, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. If you like Tomorrow War, good for you. If you didn't like it, good for you. It wasn't... I felt like it was just a little... I don't even want to say overrated. I like the actors. I like Yvonne Strahovski, and I like Chris Pratt. I thought the story was okay. I felt like a problem was that they didn't explain enough of, like, the backstory, how they get technology. Like, they don't explain enough of what's going on, basically. Like, I felt like they could have explained more. Yeah. Let's see if we can do this level again. I do not know. Sending things to Earth. Yeah. It is what it is, guys. Some content this year was good. I'm trying to think of any, like, other games or movies. Oh, guys, you know what came out this year that was absolutely fantastic? Woke Cinderella. Amazon Cinderella. Don't you guys remember? With the male fairy godmother? And Camila Cabello? Who is a terrible singer. Guys, that movie came out. Clearly my movie of the year. Oh my gosh, guys. I forgot. Wow, that movie was so good. Yeah, that's it, guys. That movie was just perfection, chats. I'm trying to think of all the other bad movies that came out. This is a level with a really good song. What did Hulu put out this year? All these fucking stupid streaming services. Guys, I feel like I'm missing something that was, like, really good or really, really bad. Oh, I don't know what, though. Yeah, Wokerella. They came out with The Crown Season 4, and I'm, like, not super big into The Crown. But, like, I thought that The Crown Season 4 was decent. That was the one with Diana. They had her murdered for sure. Santa Inc. It is, Santa Inc. is so bad, I literally give no fuck. Not even a 1. But yeah, they had Princess Diana murdered for sure. When they have me murdered, you guys know. To be honest, you replayed this stage for the song. The song's really good. But no, we didn't technically beat fucking Xi Jinping. What? We technically didn't beat this level. I was off by like a little bit. And I don't know if I can beat it again. We'll see though. Because I got trapped in the other area. Ah, fuck. See? And then I crashed into shit. Winnie the Pooh, get out of here. Literally like 90% of Marvel and Disney content came out that was bad. Mandalorian Season 2, also, that's another thing, is like, Mandalorian Season 2 was the same as 1. Like, it wasn't terrible. There were parts of it that were really good, but it wasn't, like, amazing. But also wasn't terrible. So, like, it is what it is. I can't. I keep losing so many pieces, because, like, I can't control this thing. Like, I'm having such a bad time controlling this thing. Holy macaroni. Let's get into the other area. Oh, I can't get through. Oh, I can. I don't know what else came out this year, though. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. There was this show that came out that had David Tennant in it. It was about a murderer. I don't remember the name of it. But that was really, really good. Not the murder part. Obviously. Who would ever find murder fascinating? What a disgusting, terrible thing. But that was really good. I don't remember the name of it, though. Because that came out this year, I think. I watched it this year. So if it came out last year, then I'm sorry. This fucker! This... You fucker. You fucker. Jodie Whittaker's doctor. No. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Terrible. Terrible. Someone needs to get fired over that. David Tennant, 2021. Des. That's what it's called. Des. Oh no, my timer was going that whole time. Now I'm definitely not winning this level. Des. That's what it was. Don't know who David Tennant is? Oh no. That's not good. Google will be your friend. David Tennant's a great fucking actor. I can't get, yeah, I can't get through like any of this area. Wasn't ready. Yeah, wasn't ready. No! I went too far. No! I can't even pick those up. Yeah. Kind of a walk. I went in an area I could not go in yet. Squid Game was good. Squid Game was good. That's true. That should probably also be in my top list. Yeah. Because Squid Game was good. We failed this level again. David Tennant's a really good actor. He was in Doctor Who, but he's been in other stuff like Broadchurch. And he was in this. Oh. Can't go up that way. Yeah, no, not Broadchurch. He does. Yes. He does, I believe him. It was good. It was intriguing. I mean, obviously people getting murdered isn't good, but like intriguing enough. Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, but Squid Game was good. It was a movie I'd recommend. I mean, a show that I'd recommend to people if they haven't seen it. Harry Potter? What about Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling was canceled for a 10,000th time this year. Who got canceled this year? Everyone. Literally. So many people get canceled. Lindsay Ellis canceled herself. People literally canceled her over a shitty Disney movie, and then she just gave in to cancellation. Why would you do that? You must hate yourself a lot to just let people cancel you like that. Like, no one was even talking about it anymore. Oh no, now I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck in the corner. No, I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, no. I just wasted so much time being stuck in the corner. Oh well. I got halfway there. Man. At least I got halfway there, though. It's better than nothing. I got almost there. Yeah, Gina Carano. Well, keep in mind that people have been trying to cancel Gina Carano for like 2 years, but she got officially canceled at the end of 2020. Game is over. We only got half. Well, we got 60% of the way there. Yeah, Gina Carano wasn't. Was it in January? I don't remember what the hell is going on in this game. Basically, you have to collect things to make your Katamari, which is the ball, larger. And, now Satan is basically just smiting us, so yeah. But where your Katamari is, we cannot tell. I'm literally getting in trouble by fucking handsome Squidward. Because my Katamari wasn't large enough. I was 60% of the way there! He told me to go away. It was 60% of the way there. Shut the hell up. Better than what you're doing. I don't see you doing anything. A for effort in song, very true. Well, the thing with Gina is that she got canceled from, like, mainstream Hollywood, yes. But I mean, it's not like she's gone down without a fight. Like, it's not like she has just kind of, like, given up. Which is good. At least she hasn't given up. James Gunn got rehired. True. Well, that wasn't this year, though. J.K. Rowling, of course, has gotten canceled a billion times. Chris Pratt, also, again, has been canceled a million times. Who else is there? I don't know. Alright. I'm redoing the crab level. It was early. I think Lucasfilm / Disney canceled her in February. Gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was like right around the beginning of the year or right at the end of last year. I mean, again, unfortunately, people had been trying to cancel Gina Carano for a very long time, so that wasn't something that was like that surprising. Unfortunately, they just finally gave in to people that were fucking mad over nothing. Over someone literally just having their own opinion. But yeah, that was an unfortunate situation regardless of when it happens. Everyone hates Chris Pratt, apparently. I don't know why. I mean, I think he's a good actor. And he's like, is he like a perfect guy? No, but like, who is? He just loves his religion and is the type of person that he wants to be, so is it really that big of a problem? In my opinion, it shouldn't be. Everyone's allowed to live the life they want. This crab has a fucking gun. This crab is literally trying to shoot me. Give me your shoes, crab. Stealing all these crab shoes. That's gotta suck for him. Oh, I can't defeat the green ones yet. The Chris Pratt stuff pisses me off. Yeah, no, I know that the Chris Pratt stuff definitely, upsets a lot of people. I mean, again, people shouldn't be canceled simply for having their own opinion and, you know, believing in a specific faith and living the life they want to live the way that they want to live it. Like, I think that that's ridiculous that people literally get canceled for just living their fucking lives. Dave Chappelle, that is true. People did try to cancel Dave Chappelle, but luckily he doesn't give a singular fuck and just does what he wants to do and does the comedy he wants to do, and that's that. But they did try to cancel Dave Chappelle. But it didn't technically work, because it's not like Netflix took a special down and said they're not working with him anymore, even though they probably won't at this point, and we know that, because they're sensitive-ass Sallys, and are afraid of controversy. But technically, you know, he wasn't fully canceled. Yep, it is 11:40, 20 minutes until midnight. I've had a shit ton of fun playing Katamari, Damacy. Maybe this is a game I'd play again at some point. It's a very random game, but it's very fun. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching it. You guys know every year, I've tried to do retro, and I think that it turned out to be a pretty fun retro game. Usually I do a little bit more variety, but this year I just kind of wanted to do like one or two. Obviously we did one game. Will fucking Wheaton. That motherfucker. Yup. I mean, Will Wheaton tried to cancel a lot of people this year, though. He was very, let's jump on the cancellation bandwagon for literally anyone that we can. Where else can I go? Where else can I grab these? Some of them. Look at the little Doge. Alec Baldwin murdered someone, so I mean, he deserves to be, I mean, criticized, and I don't know. It's a rocky path, because it's innocent until proven guilty. But we've been told by many sources that he was the one that pulled the trigger, so like, yeah. Innocent until proven guilty. Even though he's basically been proven guilty. But we'll see what happens. I have 85 crabs right now. Where are these other little fuckers? Yeah, allegedly, even though it was admitted to. I don't know. Innocent until guilty. No! I have a minute left. I don't even know what other ones there are to collect. I see one up there. This motherfucker, though. You fucker. Go forward. We have to wait. Oh my gosh! Stop it. I can't. Well, we got to 87. We got to 87, which I guess isn't as bad as it could be. Are there any over there? Nope, they're not. Yeah, he could have at least said that he felt bad for, like, the situation, but instead he literally decided to say, why would I feel remorse? I didn't do anything. What a fucker. What a fucker. Who would do that? Who would ever in their right mind do that? Literally be like, why should I feel remorse? I wasn't the one who did it. Yikes. Just a bad situation. Just bad. Oh, yeah, but I can't get under there. I can't get under there. That's the way it goes, guys. I heard a ghost pulled the trigger. I can't. Listen, I give people the benefit of the doubt, right? If he says that he didn't do something, okay, show me the proof. Is there someone else that's admitting they did it? Is there someone else who was on tape doing it? No, because it literally was said that it was initially reported that he was the one that did it. It's just... it's very sad that someone lost their life. And this motherfucker won't take responsibility. I get it, no one wants to have their life ruined, but like someone lost their life, so you could at least say you feel bad. You could at least pretend, Alec Baldwin. Like, no one's asking you to donate all your money to the family, even though you probably should, like, donate a good portion. But like, come on. Oh no, I remember you saying you didn't care you squashed those birds. Baldwin has taught you well, Vera. No, there's a difference. I squashed the birds. I didn't shoot them point blank. Guys, it's all just nonsense. It's all just nonsense. Okay, guys, I'm probably gonna play one more. or 2 more. Because after it hits 12, I'm not really going to stay on much longer. But I want to stay on, of course, at least until midnight to say Happy New Year. But it's 11:44, so probably like 1 or 2 more. Let's do... So we just did the crab. We could try 4 again. I'm having a little trouble with 4. Maybe we try like... Maybe we try to hit 100 on 3. Yeah, maybe we try to hit 100. Because I've been kind of going for records. Well, records. But like hitting specific numbers. And I've actually been kind of having fun with that. Yeah, the whole Alec Baldwin situation is just, it's depressing and it's fucking disgusting to think about. But of course, it's not really a surprise. We're talking about a Hollywood elite who doesn't want to take responsibility. Because of course, he doesn't want his career to be ruined. Which, like, I get that. But why would you initially say you were the one responsible and then turn around and say you're not responsible? I mean, he is a worse fucking liar than fucking Casey Anthony, and he's a trained liar. I don't understand. I don't understand. Sorry, birds. I'll be back to squash you later. No, the mentality is supposed to be believe all women, so what I say is correct. Oh, I can't hit the cans yet. No. Damn it. The birds are not what they seem. Well, the owls are not what they seem. Baldwin is a bad guy. The worst part for me, truly and genuinely, was him not even saying he felt any remorse. Like, someone lost their life. You can be not guilty and still feel general fucking remorse for another human being. When are you doing KOTOR Part 3? Tomorrow. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing another live stream, and I will be continuing the KOTOR playthrough. We had just gotten to, Dantooine. Jesus Christ! Oh, leave me alone, cat. Speaking of cats, where are my cats? Probably sleeping. These cats look satanic. These cats look nuts. Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on the Jack Murphy situation besides... drama. Why do people do things then blame other people for doing said things? People in general need to learn to take responsibility for their own goddamn actions. Like, the Alec Baldwin situation, and I don't want to talk about too much more, because fuck Alec Baldwin, right? But, like, actors, I get that they think that they're just acting, but they need to realize that even if it's a fake gun, they should probably still be following general safety. And clearly there were a lot of problems on the set of that movie, safety-wise. There were a lot of complaints on the set regarding safety. And he was someone who wasn't actually following safety measures, and someone who was basically fucking around on the movie set. It's terrible. I don't know. It's such a fucking hard thing to deal with for that family, I'm sure, obviously. Especially when someone literally doesn't care that they did something terrible. Like, that's the worst part. Oh no, I was trying to go up. This cat, leave me alone, dude. Where am I going? To the Krusty Krab? Nice! Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, guys, I'm really stuck. Uh-oh. That almost turned out not very good. So what are you guys up to tonight for New Year's? I am curious. You guys can see what I'm up to. Getting wrecked by fucking cats and dogs in this damn game. Jesus. You guys can definitely see what I'm up to. It's 11:51. My goodness. Almost New Year. Well, I know for some people it's already New Year. But for some people it's not yet. We get it. You're so fancy. This yelling though. Can we eat the cat? Ah, no, we can't eat the cat. Oh my god, the cat fought back. No. Time for a fireworks display. Huh? Trying to be careful. Mass Effect trilogy. Very, very good games, except for, unfortunately, the new censored trilogy. But besides that, the games themselves that have existed for many, many years are very, very good. Very fun franchise. Games I have not, in fact, streamed on the channel. That it's a shame that the trilogy ended up being fucking censored. Or else I probably would have streamed them. But I could always stream the original versions of the games, because they're just as good. Come here, you little bitch! Yeah! Come... Fuck. Come here! No! This motherfucking cat, though. He outsmarted me. I can't. Go, go, go. Faster, faster, faster. Here we go. Come here, cat. Where did you go, you little... Yeah. Come here. Yeah, you. I caught the cat. Oh, it's a little sad. They are fuckers, though. Let's get this one. Oh my god, these cats are like dying. I want this one. Oh, well, I guess we're getting this one. How many cats do I have now? A lot. What about the dog? Get over here, dumbass. "52 seconds left, chat. How many cats can I collect? What is this, Pokemon? I have a bunch of cats now. Like, actually a lot of them. I would be a cat catcher. A cat catcher. Yeah, I said it right. It kind of sounded weird. And I would keep all the cats. 28 seconds left. Damn, I don't think I beat my record because the last record I had was 83. No. 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 I wanted to beat this record. That's a shame. Man, nope. Didn't beat the record. Darn. I did get a bunch of cats this time, though. Rude. That would be awesome if you did. Yeah, I've definitely, I mean, there's lots of franchises that I've considered streaming. Like, after KOTOR, I'm going to be doing maybe, like, 1 or 2 streams of Dark Souls. I'm not going to be streaming the full game, obviously, because Dark Souls is long and it's frustrating. And, yeah, but I am going to be doing a little bit of Dark Souls after KOTOR. I'll probably do, like, a stream or 2 of it. Yeah. Then after that, we're gonna have to figure something out. The thing is that there's nothing really coming out in January, but in February, Horizon Forbidden West and Elden Ring come out, so I'll be pretty busy with those for a while. But yeah, I'm gonna play one more round, guys. It's 11:55, and then after that round, I'll be wrapping up stream. But quickly, if you guys are enjoying the New Year's live stream, make sure to give it a like. If you're not, give it a dislike. Consider donating via Streamlabs, becoming a member of the channel via YouTube memberships. All donations pop up. $3 or more text-to-speech activates. All that fun stuff. But I'm gonna play one more game for the evening. Which one are we gonna do? We'll try 4 again. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm not focused, and literally I'm not going to be focused anyway because I'm reading chat, but I haven't been able to do 4. Yeah, I am going to be doing a little bit of Dark Souls. Not the full game, but some of it. And, kind of preparing for Elden Ring, and yeah, so that'll be fun. Fun in quotes. So fun. So, oh, fuck. So we'll see. Why is Winnie the Pooh chasing me? No, no, no. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it, stop it. Oh, I can't collect those. Oh yeah, I don't know why this level in me, we are just not, we're not vibing. We are not mixing well together. The AOT games? I do not know what the AOT games are. At least this music's the jammer, though. This music's fucking great. Counts. It's good enough. So yeah, do you guys have any fun New Year's weekend plans? I did the stream tonight, and I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. And besides that, none from me. I don't really think in regards to content. December 2022, Avatar 2. Listen, I liked Avatar 1. It's been so many years, though. We just need to let Avatar be done. Or they need to really start coming out with those movies. Because, like, oh my god, it's been so long. How can they expect people to be so excited over them still? Like, again, the first one was good, but it's been so long. It's been so long. I'm waiting for the Titanic 2 movie, guys. That James Cameron movie's gonna be lit. I just ate fucking 40 of the mice. Holy shit. Yeah, me in this level, we're not partying tonight. Oh, I forgot about the middle as well. So much stuff. Don't fall off. No! And then I fall off. Literally. Literally what I asked to not happen, happens. Seems legit. Snow. Snow is cool. Alright, guys, it is 11:59. Last minute of 2021. 2021 was really, really mediocre. Some good content came out, some didn't. 2021 was okay sometimes. 2021 can be in the past, though. And I'm ready for 2021 to be over. Even because 2021 was just a part 2 of 2020, and I did not like that. So, let's forget it existed. Not one for the history books. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. And now, it is officially 12 a.m. Happy New Year, everyone. It is January 1st, 2022. It's literally gonna be 2020 part 3. But, Happy New Year, everyone. Let's see if 2022 will be any better. Now, I'm not a gambling woman. But if I was, I would say it's not gonna be much better. It's probably gonna be the same. Same shit, different year. But, it could get worse. There's a chance it could get better, though. Chance. But Happy New Year, everyone. And Happy New Year if your New Year starts in a few hours. I know that time zones are definitely a thing, but yeah. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. The year of Soylent Green. It's gonna be the year of something. We just have to see what it's gonna be the year of. Probably more bullshit. 2021, 2022. Electric Boogaloo. Probably, yeah. We'll see. Guys, we can be very hopeful. Lots of positivity. Rainbows and sunshine, right, guys? Everything's gonna be just fine. I can tell. I can feel it in my bones. Everything's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Happy 2022, everyone. We made it. I don't know how we made it, but we made it. We did it, guys! We'll see. What are you guys excited for this year? Is there any entertainment you guys are excited for? Anything you've been waiting for? Or not really? I know someone said Avatar. Fair enough. I know that that's probably exciting for quite a few people. I can't. Better be a positive ass Pat. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be a positive ass Patty, not a negative ass Nancy. Whoever the negative ass Nancy is in here, you can be banned. It wouldn't be me. Me? Never. I've never been negative in my whole life. My whole life has been positivity. You guys see that every day with my content. Positivity is the toothpaste of life. You don't really need it to live, but like, you feel better about yourself when you use it. Elden Ring! Yeah, Elden Ring's pretty hype. I hope Elden Ring turns out to be really good. I know everyone's saying it's gonna be the best Souls-like game created, and I say we'll see. But I hope it's really good. I do. I don't want it to be terrible. Yeah, guys, listen, I keep getting distracted when we get to this level, and it's not really getting us anywhere. You know what I mean? Spiders. Elden Ring. What else can George R. R. Martin do to avoid writing Winds of Winter? Actually true, though. I mean, he's been doing he's been working on graphic novels or something, and now this. I mean, it's literally just a tactic to avoid writing Winds of Winter. God of War Ragnarok, that's true. That does come out this year, hopefully, as long as it's not delayed. I hope nothing major is delayed. I really, really hope that everything kind of comes out when it's been planned. Lots of good entertainment releasing this year, I hope. Bayonetta 3, that obviously very hype and very, very exciting. I really want that to come out and be good as well. House of Dragons, I hope the House of Dragon is at least bearable. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I hope it's at least decent, good, okay, acceptable. After Season 8, and kind of Season 7 as well, we need a little bit of Game of Thrones positivity. Just a little bit. Ah, 1 minute left. Okay, guys. I think that I have failed at this level. And this fucking cat, though! He just had to do it. This beautiful, wonderful orange cat just had to go and wreck my shit. Of course he had to. It's the toilet paper. No one could find any of that in 2020. Now it's got me stuck. I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. What? Well, guys, 2021, I mean, fuck, 2022 is definitely off to a positive start, right, chat? Be positive, be positive, be positive. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a few minutes. I am gonna sit and chat, so if you guys have any last-minute questions about, like, my favorite and least favorite movies, TV shows, games from 2021, feel free to ask. I will be, hanging out for a couple more minutes and then wrapping up stream. But Happy New Year to those of you who, are in the same time zone or in previous time zones that have already hit it. Happy New Year. But yeah, I'll chat for a few more minutes. You may have failed this level, but you beat 2021. I guess that's technically true, depending on what your definition of beat is. That this is a good metaphor for the last 2 years. What is? What I don't know what I said, but I agree. Clearly, I agree. I was playing D&D 40 years ago, but moved on. D&D's great. Well, real D&D's great. WotC's new D&D is garbage. Bullshit. I hate Wizards of the Coast now. It's very depressing. It is very, very depressing. Some of the most depressing shit I've ever had to go through. But it is what it is, guys. Getting stuck like that, honestly, yeah. No negative ass Nancy's, only positive ass Polly's, guys. We just got done talking about it. It's fine! I just got stuck in a tunnel and I couldn't get out, and my time ran out. Ooh, that would suck. But the cat fucked me up. I was losing a bunch of the items, and then I just had to get stuck in the tunnel in the last, like, 30 seconds. So, it is what it is. Is 2022 any better so far? I'm still in 2021. It seems like the same old to me, but we'll see. As long as it doesn't get much worse, guys. That's what matters to me. Like, if it could get a little better, I think for most people that would be good. But if it gets worse, that's gonna be the unfortunate situation. Oh man, what the fuck? Joe Gatto's leaving Impractical Jokers? What the fuck? 2022 fucking sucks, man. Jesus Christ. Don't come to 2022. It sucks. Impractical Jokers are breaking up because Joe Gatto's leaving Impractical Jokers. Man, that's as bad as fucking MasterChef in season 4 and 5 when fucking Joe and the other guy left and it was literally just Gordon Ramsay. Man. Damn, 2022 sucks. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this stream here. Thank you all so much for stopping by tonight. I do really appreciate it. Thank you for the donations and the support tonight. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope that your new year goes well. Like I said, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming. I will be here on the channel starting, well, not starting, but continuing my playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. We are on Dantooine, so we have to complete all of our Jedi-ish trials and potentially get new companions that might not suck as much as other companions, like Zalbar kind of sucks. Even, you know, Karth is cool. Karth's decent. Bastil is okay too. But lots of fun stuff to do. So tomorrow evening I will be doing another live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, Knights of the Old Republic. If you didn't see today's video on the Japanese market rejecting woke Hollywood content, go and check that out. If you didn't see yesterday's video on Bloomberg completely attacking the gaming industry, feel free to go and watch that as well. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap up stream here. Thank you all so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed, join our Discord server. We're very active there. I do tag you all when I go live in case YouTube doesn't notify you of live streams. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Minds, BitChute, Odyssey. All of the links are in the description, of course. And yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. Happy New Year, and have a fantastic evening, everyone.